Order in the court.
Okay, we have a verdict in, and this is for 11-month-old Xavier Cortez. This happened in San Antonio, Texas in November of 2017, and the verdict was just in this week. I think it was Monday this verdict came in. So, baby Xavier was left alone with his caretaker, 27-year-old Miguel Gutierrez. I do not know what kind of relationship Miguel was having with the mother, and I really didn't care to know, so I really didn't look. But anyway, he was supposed to be taking care of this baby. Now, San Antonio Fire and EMS testified in court. They found the baby unresponsive with his eyes glossed over, bruising on his torso, and the words "Thug Life" written across his stomach. Gutierrez claimed he alerted a family member when he noticed that the child stopped breathing, and then that family member did dial 911. Gutierrez first denied harming the baby, then later said he'd squeezed him. Bexar County Medical Center determined the baby was squeezed to death. Experts testified signs to indicate accurate injuries to the boy's abdomen. A doctor would describe 18 external injuries from the abdomen to his genitals, which had hemorrhaged. The child's mother, Gabrielle Moyer, 25 years old, was charged with child abandonment, and her case is actually pending. She was not charged, I don't believe, yet, and when she does get charged, it won't be as severe as whatever Gutierrez will receive, because she didn't get charged with killing her baby, only the abandonment of her children. She had also 3 other children that were removed from her custody, but Gutierrez, Monday of this week, he was sentenced to life. So I will look and see if I can find Moya's sentencing later. But again, it won't be as severe as Gutierrez, so he will not be harming any more babies and able to scroll stupid stuff all over the child's stomach. While I was looking up this case, I ran into the other case that was so eerily similar. This happened the same month and year as baby Xavier had passed away, November of 2017. This actually happened in Santa Fe, New Mexico. An 18-month-old little baby, Erez Baraz. I might be saying his last name wrong, but it's Baroz. He was entered into the hospital with brain bleeding in his head, with fractures on his skull, legs, and shoulders, and red spots all over his face. He died Thanksgiving of 2017, and a picture of him was found on his mother's cell phone with the words written in a black Sharpie marker on his belly also, "Thug Life," and the word "loco" on the baby's forehead, and we all know that loco is crazy in Spanish. The baby also had red spots all over his face. His mother, Miranda Rebego, who also has 2 other children that stay with her mother in Colorado. She claimed she was the baby's only caretaker, though her boyfriend, whom she was again pregnant by at the time, and another couple was also living in the home as well. She says, again, she was the only, that was her only caretaker. It was her. She was the only one that was tending to her child, she would say. Prosecutors say that the baby's injuries are believed to have happened over a period of time. The hospital staff determined that Aries was malnourished and under care for it. After the baby passed away, 2 days later, the autopsy would show that the baby had black brain, an injury caused by shaking baby. So like the shaking baby syndrome, he had something called black brain. I don't know if it's the same thing as shaken baby syndrome but it's most likely somewhat very similar, but that's what he also had when they gave the baby an autopsy. Now, prior to this, police found blood on the baby's pillow in a crib, a sippy cup with rotted milk, and next to the mattress on the living room floor, it was marijuana pipes. So Miranda, she lived there again with her live-in boyfriend and another couple, and she was saying she had filed from the divorce from the baby who unfortunately passed away. His name is Brandon Baraz. That was his father, but he was currently in Colorado in jail. So again, he had nothing to do with it. Only the people in that house had any interactions or could have had any interactions with the baby. But again, she was saying she was the only caretaker. So Miranda did plead not guilty because they went ahead and arrested her because this is her baby. So she was sentenced in 2019 to 6 years in jail. And that case right here totally bypassed me. I don't even remember hearing about that case. However, the prosecutors believe that her violent partner, who had threatened to kill her repeatedly if she ever told anybody about the abuse, was the culprit, and his name was David Valpando. So they're saying that he was probably the one that murdered the baby. But if this woman wants to sit by and let somebody abuse her child and then take the rap for her baby's death, she's right where she needs to be. I'm sorry to say that, but she does. Stop letting these men and even these fathers abuse your children. Get the hell away from them. And vice versa, because I do stories where the father is sitting around and a baby's being abused and the mother's doing it. Or the girlfriend that doesn't even have anything to do with their baby is abusing their baby. Get the hell away from these people. Your children come first. If you don't want your children, give them to somebody that does and will take care of them. Stop letting these people abuse your kids. So the Thug Life tattoo. For those of you who are not familiar, there is a rapper, actor who passed away decades ago, but his name was Tupac Shakur, and he did have the Thug Life tattoo. Now, I only seen the movie one time in the movie theater. I actually have the movie, but I haven't watched it again. And I remember there was a part where before Tupac got his thug tattoo, there was a shootout that he was not targeting any children, but a baby did end up dying. And he was so impacted by that child dying by, bullets that I don't know if was meant for him. I don't know really what was going on. I totally forgot. But anyway, that child was killed and he went and got this tattoo. And the tattoo is supposed to be an acronym for the hate you give little infants, fuck everyone. And I think a lot of people that are writing this on their babies' stomachs, they're not understanding that Tupac was saying you have to raise these children right so they will be better adults as he got older. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I believe that's what he was saying. He was not talking about abusing children. And just a little side note, now he's 11. I have a little godson. And when he was around 3 or 4, he looked like Tupac and he still looks like him now. And I remember I wanted my girlfriend to, let me put marker on his little belly. Thug Life I did. And I wanted to do the little baggy jeans, even though he still had like a pamper on, I believe. And I wanted to put the little bandana around his forehead for a little Tupac Shakur outfit. I thought it would be cute because he looked like Tupac. And I see a lot of people did that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But the part where you are abusing children while you're doing that, that's not good at all. But instead, we decided to make my little godson a doctor that year. And that was my idea again. So I have good ideas. But anyway, this is a shame that these 2 babies in the same damn month and year died after these stupid words were scrawled across their stomach by stupid people that were watching them. Rest in peace, babies. And I hope these children, well, I know